Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to give you another monthly reading for the elements. Today I will be doing the Earth element, and we are the 8th of December doing this element reading for December 2023. I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting the collective, keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. What are the important messages for Earth element for December 2023? Thank you, Spirit. I hope you're all doing well. It is a sort of a resting period for December for some. For others, it is just more chaos. So that Nine of Wands and our Queen of Pentacles just making their faces shown with the Five of Pentacles. We have a healing going on. It's gone. You've gone through the battle, and we all have. As elements go, we have all been put through the ringer with those eclipses gone by, and it's a question of realigning our motives, our desires, our beliefs, even what we want, what we know and truly want for ourselves, for others. It's time to work on that, to heal that, to find trust and be grounded, because some of us are really working hard on changing lives, changing our lives first. We have to be at the forefront of what we want for ourselves in order to be able to give to others. And that is where we feel a sense of lack with that Five of Pentacles. We're not too sure that we're able to do it, number one, for some, and in having that sense of I'm not good enough is where we set in the anchorage to failure. Because if you believe that you're not good enough, then you're just working against yourself, saying, well, I'm not good enough, so I'm never going to get it. And then you don't get what you want, and then you reinforce that. Well, you see, I said I wasn't good enough, and I'm not good enough. And it's too negative. It's too negative. So here in this month of December, we have to try and build up that momentum to being worthy. Regardless of what you've been through, it's been rough. And if you've lost everything and you're still alive to see that you've lost everything, well, right there, you look for the positive, saying, well, at least I have my health, if you have it. And if you don't, then you're still alive, struggling to survive. That's where you see that you're capable. You have the ability. You see, there's always a positive in the negative. I thank you, Spirit, for these messages. What are the important messages for the Earth element? Yeah, I keep doing that. I did that for the last element too. I was shuffling and I cut and then I shuffle again. I'm starting to do that regular. It seems to be the trend for my cards, these readings. Again, I'm going to cut. But you're not getting that many messages. The other element I did, I think it was Fire element that I did first. And I got lots of messages. And, well, it's Earth, so it's a little more grounded and a little more patience is required. But we have that. And if you have Earth prominent in your chart, you know where to look. Check for the Earth signs, where you may have planets for the connection. Gosh, this is a third cut. Okay, we're just going to get into it. Oh, this card needs to show up. So we have our healing card here, the 14. Now this is really the divine. This is a divine guided. I say divinely guided. The truth comes out when you least expect it. the truth in itself sets you free. The truth about what you've been through. Only you can really go in and see that truth and know that it will bring change, because this is what this card is all about. Though it is the fire element, the earth element that I'm doing, this is a fire element card, where it's represented by Sagittarius. But this is the wisdom. Wisdom and knowledge is what the earth element needs to work with for the December month, because the changes that are coming requires you to have learned certain things, and now you apply your knowledge, or you are investigating and finding out things, and you're understanding the wheres, the whys, and the hows about that information. And that's coming in December for earth elements. You see where I say it's a sense of being grounded. You're going to stabilization, having that stability, because that's what you want, earth element. It's going to become more prominent as the month moves by. You're going to start feeling that I can release, I can let go. And that is the healing in that 14. Okay, because I did that, I just want to shuffle one more time. I don't like to see, for some reason, this deck, not this deck, but this reading, I cannot bring myself to looking at the cards until I'm ready to turn them over. When I was cleaning the deck, I couldn't turn the cards to set it up. I had to place them face down. So I'm just not going to cut. I'm just going to... The first line is the earth element in itself. So you, the viewer, you see yourself in the first line. And if you are cross-watching, then it is the cross-watch, or whatever element you take on. If you are not an earth element, then you are watching this for your earth element counterpart. Then you place yourself here or in the second line. The second line, of course, is the outcome. The second line is the people that you're dealing with. You may be crossing people you know, people you don't know. I had it set up earlier. I don't know what's going on now. Let me see if I turn it this way. Sorry, I fixed it before and trying to fix it again. Let's see if this works. So second line is people you may know and people you may know that you may not know. These are the people that you're crossing. Of course, it starts off the whole reading with you in general, all three lines. The third line is the outcome. Yeah, it's not working. I don't know what happened. I had it right the first time. Sorry about that. Playing with the reading layout all of a sudden. Yeah, that's how it works. Okay. But that's Earth, huh? We're moving a little slowly to fix things. But we have to, because it is the best way. If you do too quickly, you stumble, you trip, and you smack your head. And then you can't get up. Break a leg. Okay, so first line is the viewer. Place yourself there. The second line is who you deal with. And the third line is the outcome of this read. Starting off at the bottom of the deck, and the deck cracked open to 13. So we have this transformation, like I was saying. It's a question of healing. It's a question of growing and changing. And that's what the 13 represents. The bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Swords. And this is where we get to decide. We get to take that step back and say, wait a second, do I want to do this? Should I go this way? Is this good for me? Or we're in a sense of denial, but I don't feel the denial so much right now. Right now I'm feeling it as I know what I want, and I want to see that I can do this, again, with the healing here. We have the King of Wands. So earth element, you have a strong sense of fire coming your way, whether it's an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo. They want to talk to you. They want to bring you the truth, or you want to talk to them. Either way, there's a question of healing, and this is a wanting. This is a wanting that I want to heal. I want to talk. I want to make things right. I want us to have But this is where you, earth element, is taking a step back and saying, I don't know if I want to talk to you. That is particular. I don't want to go too deep. But again, it's all about the truth. It's all about the ego. It's all about pride and understanding and knowing and rising above, more than anything. Because I sense that at the beginning of the shuffle. And it's a question of being clear, being very clear with yourself first. This is where this card is very important. There's two of swords. Because you get to go within and take that wisdom and knowledge and understanding of yourself. And then you get to categorize. Do I go here? Do I go there? Do I bring this person with me? Do I get involved? You see, the first line, because I always have to jump in right away. First line, I usually go with the first card, which is it's the Knave of Cups. So again, it's that forgiveness wanting to happen. Somebody wants to come forward. And again, it seems to be a fire sign for some, but it could just be someone who you are dealing with who's very passionate. They're very into you because they want to have a relationship. And I say they. It's almost as if I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at someone else. And the first line is about you, but you seem to be the target, earth element. You seem to have somebody wanting to come to you. You may very well want to give forgiveness, but it is a question of how they approach you that you will decide. The outcome for having that conversation is going to be a fight, or it's going to be a struggle in the sense of control, where somebody wants to take control, whether it is you or the next person. But I feel that because you are earth element, your wisdom is deep inside of you, and you are looking at the situation from I say from afar, but from outside, like can't find my words. You're looking at the situation from an objective viewpoint, is what I'm trying to say here. You're looking at everything, how it's been, how it seems to be going, and that's where you make your decision with this Two of Swords to bring in the just desserts, to bring in that second chance if it is that you want to give or have one, because you're mulling through with that. That seems to be the theme for December, where we've gone through the eclipses and we realized that, you know what, I need to change something in my life. And this is where that destiny, when I say destiny, the karmic justice comes in, because there's a consequence. You're going with consequence for having or wanting a stable relationship, a sense of home, a sense of value, a sense of I belong. You want that, and you want to talk about that, and you want to have that forgiveness. You're just feeling like it's a struggle. You're not trusting. You're not trusting it. You want to take more time, and you should. You should take more time. Where I was saying to the fire element, they need to slow down and take the time. Earth element seems to be moving a little faster, because with the ego, you bring decision. I know I'm seeming to be jumping around. Usually I take the first line going down. We will. It is a question of determination, for one. That forgiveness is determined to happen. It's action to be taken, conversation to be had. With this 8 here, it is a question of you know what you want. And if you take the control, you stand in your integrity, because that's what's going to happen here. Going to stand in the integrity, you are going to have that relationship that you so desperately, and I say for some it's a desperate desire, but for others it is more of, well, it is only a question of time. It takes the time it takes, and it's going to happen, and you have that deep sense of knowing. Is that natural wisdom that you carry with you, earth element. And it depends on how strong the earth element is in your chart, where you see that Capricorn and then Taurus, the Virgo is where your wisdom is. And if you have a lot of planets circulating around the Virgo, then you're very strong in that healing. And if you have more in the Capricorn, then you're more of that hard working and working things out, So it really depends on where your planets cluster. And if there's nothing in the signs, any of the earth signs, but you still have that sense of that earth element that you're attracted to, then it is overall. It is just your makeup, and that's where you go deeper in. That's where you're very spiritual. Yes, the earth signs can be very, very spiritual, especially that Capricorn. Okay, even though we say, oh, it's related to the devil, it is because it is related to the devil that it is that depth of spirituality. But we won't go into those details. That's a conversation all on its own. So the second line, we have that nine of Pentacles showing up here with the King of Swords aligning with the Seven of Wands. It is that assurance, that self-assurance that you have of finding out the truth and standing in it and having it come to you and demanding nothing less. Although I don't see the Queen of Swords here, the King of Swords represents that. Okay, where the truth, you will not have anything but the truth, and that forgiveness that wants to happen, whether it is you giving it or you asking for it, it is from an honest level. It is a true forgiveness. It is a true sense of apology. If it is that you're going to receive one, know that they are really being honest. They're not trying to pull the wool over your eyes. This is a true apology if you're going to get one, okay? But you will feel that I don't know if I could trust you because of what took place. It's a question of the echo, that echo of hurt. It is justice that you feel that way. It is just that the person that comes to you brings that sense of doubt, okay? That Two of Swords where you have to figure it out a little more, but you will, because you have the ace. I keep saying the ace here. The Ace of Pentacles, yes, that is for the stability and that assurance of wanting a true relationship. You are going to get that. If it is that you want to offer that, the person that you are going to give that to is going to receive it in that way. If it is that it's coming to you, then yes, you can be assured that they are being honest with you. And that is the miracle in itself, is to get the honesty, because they've not been honest with you. And that is probably where you're going to see the doubt and say, well, I don't know if they're being honest. They're just saying this to make me think that they're honest. You don't want to play those types of mind games. And I don't see that here. But I do see is the integrity, and it is in alignment with that. Now we have the ending of a cycle. Okay, it's coming with the truth. And again, it is a lot of high arcana that is in this deck. Sorry, this read, where we have the World card, ending a cycle. Okay, ending a cycle, meaning that truth is coming in, that stability. Here it says here the Emperor is taking that lead and saying, you know what, this is not happening anymore. We have come to the end with this 9 here. You know what they have done. They have come and confessed, because that seems to be what the key is here, that they will come to you making the offer for apology or to ask for forgiveness, which will close off that cycle. And you have to let it go, because it is a new beginning. You see here with the Emperor and the World with the Ace. It is a brand new start, but with that integrity, with that leadership quality of, you know what, I've had enough. I don't want this anymore. And then you're both on the same plane. And if that is the case, and the honesty is there, because it is locked in here, the honesty is very much locked in here. It brings a second chance. If it is that you want one, now this is where the free will comes in. Your discernment, this is where you question, do I want to go with this person another round? That is the justice that we could look into and see. All right, Earth element. This is a long intro. Okay, so we're going to jump into what is this, the Knave of Cups representing This first card just wants to show itself. Okay, so we have that sense of transparency, of seeing what is really the truth, seeing through the lies, seeing through it, and having understood it, and being very aware, and wanting to, I know what was done, I know what was said, but I want you to tell it to me, that kind of thing, because you want that reassurance that they will be telling the truth. That's where that's coming from. Okay, so what are the messages for this knave of... Let's put this to the side. I'm so sorry. I thought I had it set up in a different way, but... Okay, this knave of cups. Thank you, Spirit. Oh boy, new beginning. So we want a new beginning. We want that forgiveness so we can start something new. But we're still having to work through our mindset. It's not changed. We're working on that. It's a little bit difficult, but we need to go back a few steps in order to get the momentum to move forward. And this is where secrecy comes in, and we're holding on to what we know, and we don't want to tell, and you shouldn't tell if you get new news, because there's new news coming in. It could be from work that you've done in the past, where you've put something together and it's starting to come to fruition, or you're feeling like you're coming in, or you get the news about it. Don't share it right away. I know you're excited about it, but this is something that you need to hold on to. If it is that you found out something and you want to blurt it out to someone, no. Wait, hold it back. I don't know why, but I have to say that. It is concerning the stability. It is concerning finance. So if you're going to get news about money, again, everybody wants to be your friend when you start telling people you have. Okay, just remember that. You want to just keep that under wraps for a little while. Your stability, because it will bring you a sense of stability. If it is you've been waiting for certain monies to come in, you're going to get it. Okay, just feel that, relax right now. Just let it go. It's coming. You've done the work. You're going to get it. Whether it's a bonus, it's a pay raise, it is legal issues that you've been working through. The results are coming to you. It's coming. And it's from higher ground, higher institutions. So it could be for a judgment, for a divorce, could be for legal settlements, for monies, exchangings, lawsuits, etc. Or just pay raise, because you've worked hard enough and you get that understanding. You take it, you're going to get that news from legal points, whether it's a lawyer getting in touch with you or whomever. I kind of seem to stop talking about that, but it is that higher understanding. It is that government issues, working with the government. Some of us are looking for those jobs. You're going to get there. You're going to get through. If it is that you made an application to work for the government, you're going to get it. If that's what you really want, but you need to be quiet about it. A certain amount of security is involved, and you're not able to tell other people. Don't worry. Your life isn't going to get too mixed up in. I mean, it depends. It's all different levels. But I'm just saying that you need to keep quiet about whatever news is coming. I don't know why that is so. Keep repeating it. Okay, this is an odd reading. All right, feeling like it's an air sign reading, but it's more the earth element. We have that Seven of Pentacles is there for that what you've worked on. This is why the devil is showing up. Okay, I get it now. That forgiveness, boy. Some of us have really been hurt. This is why you don't want, this is probably where the not speaking, and letting that next person do all the talking. Because if they don't say what you need to hear, then you know it's not true. But I keep saying it is going to be an honest offer. It is about love, and you've been hurt very deeply for some. You feel like it's never going to get better. It will. All right? I don't know why it just came that way, but then the devil showed up. But I'm not putting the devil out. Again, this is all about love, about that deep connection that you had with the person. That is what this is all about here. That you can't tell them. You can't tell them how much you love them because you know what they have done. All right. But it does work with other people getting their that news coming in for justice being served to them, because that's what this is. Again, with the love too, you may feel you just don't want to go on with this person because you really were hurt very deeply. This is for somebody in particular. They were hurt very deeply. But you will heal from that, and it will make you stronger. Whoever you are. This is good. Whatever you've been through, and this is a general, whatever you've been through, Earth Element, you are going to become a stronger person for it. But you need to just let whatever you feel it. Cry it out, shout it out, yell it out, be angry, scream at whomever or nobody, the ether even. Take it to your guru, take it to your teachers, your spiritual leaders if you have. Take it there, because if you're bottling up and you're holding on to resentment, it's not going to work for you. And I don't see that here. What I do see is that sense of forgiveness, having an offer come in for love and taking the lead on that, where you turn and say, I want to go forward, but I don't want and I want. And that is where you get to take that leadership and give that second chance, if it is that you want. Now, it's a question of when. We're looking at the end of December for any kind of change that's going to come from what I see up here is going to come through to the end of December. And I'm saying that because it is a question of ending up. Whatever you've been through and you've had enough of, you're coming out thinking, well, I've suffered enough and I've mourned enough, or I've cried enough, or I've been angry enough. I don't want that anymore. I want something different now. That's coming to the end of the year, because it brings in with the new year, and you're going to get that second chance, or you're going to give a second chance. Maybe not to the person, for some, where you decide, you know what, I'm giving myself I'm going to give myself that second chance to stand on my own and take control of my life and take back what is mine. And when I say take back, take that on with a grain of salt, because I'm not telling people to go out and attack other people and start fighting. This is a question of self-respect, integrity. Okay? Where you stand and say, you know what, I had to go through that so that I could build up my integrity. That had to happen to me because I needed to see what is really valuable to me, what is my worth. And you have earned it. You have that ace lined up. This is a 9 with the 1 here makes a 10. And it is that's what you want. You want your stability. You want to be financially stable. And you will be, because you're going to have your own leadership. You're going to either move into your own business because you're getting compensation from somewhere. Either that for some, or you just taking on that inner role of, I'm going to take care of me now, and do it, because that's what you need to do. That's what we all need to do. We have earned that ability, whether it is to be able to pay our own way or to choose what we want to do next, and do it with meaning and feeling and that sense of, I know what I want. That leadership quality is going to come out. Okay? All right. Let's see. I don't want to take too many cards today because this reading, I don't want it to go too long. It's already long already. Let's see what this offer is representing. This Knight of Cups. Again, it's our fire elements are coming around again. So we have the Knight of Wands with the Knight of Cups. So we're building up that momentum. Either you or someone else is coming in with an offer and they're building it up and they're very enthusiastic and very passionate about it. They're focused on you, Earth element. They want you. They have that determination. They're determined to get what they want. And it is divinely guided because we have the courage for them. They were not very courageous before, maybe. And maybe that is what hurt you, where you felt that loss, where it would be perfect, but it would have worked if. Well, here it is. They have the courage. If it is not you, it is someone else, and they're going to make that proposal, and it is for marriage. That I want is really strong with the fire element, so you may want to listen to that read. And it comes from a fire element with the Knight of Wands here, where they want to be with you. Again, I'm doing the I want from the fire element. They all fit together. So yes, it's a question of having that second chance, you see. And then it is very romantic. It is very passionate. Conversation that will be had. That offer coming to you, you may find that you'll get it in February. Okay, that proposal, it may come around in February. You may get it for the holiday, but I find that's a bit soon because you have to still come in to say, well, I want to apologize and I want us to, and if it is for work, well, you have to make the interview, you have to go through the process, and then you'll start your new job. And I'm thinking this would be by February where you will have that confirmation of what it is that you really want to have. Like it's coming to you, whether it's an offer that you make or that someone makes towards you. Okay, and of course there's a healing going on there, because the courage is here and destiny. This is what you're focused on. This is what the universe is giving back to you as just, and it should be, and it is supposed to be, and whatever the universe decides is meant to happen, nobody can stop that. It's going to be with integrity. That offer coming is going to be an honest one. Okay, this is the confirmation that you're looking for. Earth element, you have it. If it's for work or for love, you will know. Now let's see what I just want to go a little bit more. It's so straightforward. I don't have to take too many cards. Let's see what the Eight of Wands, because again, it seems to carry on. I'd like the fire element. It's not finishing. It's not finishing, but a decision will be made. That's what's going to happen in December. A decision is going to be made, and then it's going to continue on. It's not going to end. And if it does end, it is because you need to put a stopper on, I've had enough of that. This is no more, and I don't want to cry anymore. I don't want to be angry anymore. I want to just change my life. So we'll look at the Eight of Wands here. What's that representing? There, the betrayal. You're going to go through that. This is the final betrayal. It is a question of knowing that it is enough. It's finished. Now you know everything. You got all of the information. That news, that truth that we shuffled and showed up. And again with the King here. That honesty is, you're getting everything. You're going to get the whole story and make everything clear. The work that was done in the past is going to be rewarded. Very emotional love. Okay, that's that Queen of Cups. It is an emotional, it could even be a water sign that you're dealing with, or that you may have a strong water in your chart, that your sense of emotional connection, that love, that unconditional love. This is where you turn around and you say, you know what? I don't care what they did to me. I love myself. That is what you pick up. And that is where, if you are open, and you will be open because you want to be, you want to change, you want something different, opening up and being that, giving yourself that freedom to be emotional. Again, whether it's just you start crying, and then you've cried it out, And then you feel that love coming back to you, because that's what it is. Your integrity, whoever is going to speak with you, is going to bring in that sense of open love. And the anxiety, all of that is coming down. Because the truth, it's all about the truth. It's making you stronger. It's making you wiser. It's making you make better decisions. It's making you be more discerning. This is what comes of all of this. And that tower coming down, wow, walking away. For some, it's going to be, by the end of December, you're going to know. You're going to know. You're going to have it out. You're going to talk it out. You're going to have all the conversation about this betrayal that took place, the karmic connection that you have. You're going to have all that coming out, talking. It's very... it's all about the third parties that you've been with, people who have lied to you, taken advantage, trying to take your job, trying to take that promotion from you. It's all mixed. For some it's work, for some it's romance. For others, it is really a question of evolution, that self-growth, where you pay attention to who you are, what you love, that ability to be emotional. Some of us are rediscovering what it feels like to be in a physical relationship. I mean, the whole connection with online can become very cold, and where you separate yourself to the point where you need to have a relationship with yourself to be able to talk to people on a whole different level of emotions, because again, that is to deal with work too, because where you work, especially with the earth element, it's a question of productivity. So your lack of emotion is probably what caused the breakdown in the relationship. And if you don't recognize that you have that ability to be standoffish and cold, you don't even know you're doing it. That is what you have to work on, that is what you have to pay attention to. Is it, and then you will, because the truth of it is coming out. That where you want to be in a relationship, you will have that conversation, and this is where all the emotions come up. And it will be anger, it will be frustration. You will argue, you will have that sense of I don't want, and I didn't want, and I can't have, and I will not have, and it's going to come up. It's all going to come up. But you're going to be able to talk about it. And some of us are going to walk away. Some of us are going to say, you know what, this is too much, I can't handle it. You've done this, I've done that. We're no good together. That'll come by some of us will walk away from the proposal too. Some will say, no, I don't want. Going on my own. I don't need this. You're lying to me. And I'm saying here, it's the truth. But that is not for everyone. Okay? You have to work through what it is that you see as your truth. What is you standing in your integrity is what you believe. And I cannot sit here and say you are wrong and you are right. You are put here to see and believe in the way that you do see and believe. And that in itself serves as a consequence, because the relationships that you get into, you're meant to get into them. And if it is that you are, not if it is saying it right here, that the relationship that you're coming into or that you're making amends with, or the next relationship that you're getting into because you're taking time for yourself, you want to go on your own, that next relationship will be with integrity. If the previous relationships were not representative of the integrity that you stand in, because you have grown and changed. Don't forget, every time we get into a relationship, we learn and we teach. And the consequences of that is called change. We get to become different. We grow into different people. Let's see what this second chance is all about here. The the judgment card, because you will make a judgment call. Again, it's some of us are going on our own, and some of us are saying, well, with the truth you've given me, now I know I don't want to be with you. And with the truth you've given me, I do want to be with you. That's why I'm saying it's not for everybody. It's just going to go all happy endings. This is where change takes place. So what is the judgment call all about? Thank you, Spirit. Again, it's dealing with that hurt. See, the devil came back. That overindulgence, that neediness, that loss, that feeling of self-pity, that too much. That is what some of us are saying, I'm not going back with that person because they are not changing. They're not learning from their mistakes. I've learned, I've grown, but this person that I'm dealing with, they're kind of stuck. And you will see that, you will know the difference because you have changed. You see, that is where the reflection comes in. That's where the truth and honesty will come in. And some of us will take and give a second chance because we want to reconcile, but we need to take some time. And that is where the devil is coming in saying, well, there's too much of a loss here. You're still going through that mourning phase, you're still suffering. So you're not ready to reconcile yet. And that's why I'm saying it's not just going to happen in December where, it's going to finish. No, the decision to make, that decision-making process with this Emperor here, that's where it's going to happen, and then change will come. Again, there's that trust issue and healing it, like, I don't know if I want to go with you, I'm going off, doing my own thing. Maybe we'll come back together, but I need time. That is all kinds of conversations that are going to happen, because at the end of the day, you want stability. You want to know that you are in control of your own life. You may be dealing with somebody who's trying to corner you or to put you in a position where you are forced to do things in a certain way, and you don't want that. You want your freedom. You want that. That is the I want going on here. I want to be in a relationship, but I want to have a sense of freedom. Oh boy, those are deep conversations that will probably come up more with the individual earth signs. Because this is of general. This is where anywhere in your chart you have earth. And if you're looking into your romantic life with the earth element, you're going to have deep conversation or deep sentiment concerning what freedom is for you, what freedom is for the next person. And that is where you're going to make that judgment call and take on your leadership and stand in your integrity. Say, you know what? We need some time still. We're not ready. That's for some. That's for some. But you are going to learn and you are going to heal. And this is where the change comes in. And it is destined. Okay, so we'll stop there. Take an oracle. This one is a little bit more, again, there's a lot of healing going on here. And it is karmic. It's all about the justice here. This karma. I mean, we have to face things, people. We're old enough now. We're big enough. And especially if you have a lot of earth in your chart, you're going to feel that need to reconcile, but you're going to feel also you don't want to compromise. And you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to. We are protected. Look, we have all these higher corners sitting here at the end saying healing and transforming. And it is in divine timing. And yes, we will reconcile, we will heal, but we have to see our portion. We have to be patient, very patient. Again, it's going to take a little time. It's going to go over the month of December into January. Like I think I said February, where you will probably come back in with a real reconciliation, because there's going to be change. The devil is holding back because there's not enough time gone by to heal that wound, that sense of loss. It's too soon to reconcile for some. You're going to feel that. You're going to know that That is where this judgment, when I say judgment, it is judgment. It is the judgment call. The judgment call is to put a hold on and hold back and wait and be wise and use your leadership skills and be honest about what you really want. You see, that's where it's all going. Again, healing relationships is where we are at for all elements, because right now, this is the second element that I've done, and it's the same. The same. It comes around to healing those relationship issues that we all have, because those are the eclipses that came in and gave us the truth, brought us into clarity and understanding that our behavior, our partnerships behavior, people that we are involved with, their behavior is affecting the relationships that we have, and we have to learn and grow from that. It's life. Thank you, Spirit. What is the oracle message for this reading? What does the earth elements need to get them through with December? What's going on here? Feeling like I have to cut. I don't know. This earth element reading is making me do a lot of cutting. All right, what's the... Here we go. Happy. 26. Again, that's an 8. So this is good news. And why? Well, we're working through it. And under that, we have no place like home. So the sense of stability is what we're looking for. Probably going to get it, because happy can be anything but good news. 26. And if we are at the 26, we were at the 25. And 25 was going round and round in circles. So we've worked it out. We've gone through with the thinking and the thought process and fights and relationships that go round and round and round. We don't know what we're doing, and we don't know if we want, and etc. The spirit, this is the round and round. I'm just going to do the meaning of it. The spiral quality of events when a lesson isn't quite integrated. Cycles you are challenged to break, revisiting a pattern from a new perspective. So replaying things that have happened and trying to evolve through that replay is where we were. So now we've come to the joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. This is where you're going to get the honesty, and you're going to feel like, okay, I got through, we've made it, we've done it. For some, it is going to happen with that encounter, and for others we may have to just work a little bit more through the conversation and get that sense of integrity and really be honest. Is the being open and honest. If you're doing it easily, then it moves a little faster. If you're struggling with the being open and honest, then yeah, it's going to take a little longer. So you know who you are and you know who you're dealing with, and for that we will read the relationship message for the happy. There are moments in a relationship when you just feel good about whom you're with, and you know that your heart is wide open to befriend, to love, and to care for another without wanting anything in return. This is the kind of happy that you just want to share. The appearance of this card in a reading tells you that joy and contentment are here now, not somewhere else or off in the future. The grass isn't greenest right where you stand. The grass is greenest right where you stand. Be grateful and delight in your relationship. And if you're seeking one, be happy now. Happiness attracts more of itself, like bees to honey. And remember, this is what I was saying about this. Where is she? The Queen of Cups. Being open to love and working on that because of the truth and knowing the truth. Like if you were cold-hearted or if you were closed off, that has a part to play. And if you're able to practice and open up and give yourself that love, then you will attract. If it is that you don't want to be with the last person, or you want to have a change in your relationship, try that. Be a little more open to love and give it to yourself first, because you have to be able to know what it feels like in order to share it with someone else. This is going to be tough for some, and others it may not be so difficult. But we're all on different playing levels, and we all have that strength in us, whatever level we're in and whatever karmic cycle we're working through. We all have it, because you are Earth, and Earth is the strongest of them all, because you're the more grounded type. And if you have Virgo strong in your chart, then you will be able to heal a lot sooner. And if you have more of the Capricorn, then it takes more work, more effort. So just know that it is just that you feel the way you do. It is just that it take a little longer for some and not for others. And don't look at someone else and have the resent, oh, they're getting it easy and I'm getting it hard. Embrace that hardness. That hardship is what makes you stronger. Just keep that in mind if you're suffering a little more than another. Okay, let's look at the Y, number 31. You've been round and round, now it's time to level out. So 31, the Y. Where's my 31? Here we are, 31, the Y. Motives, driving intention, the power of knowing the why. Okay, so I think, I don't know why I feel I read this one for the other element. I won't do that. We'll just look at it for the oracle message in general. There is great power in understanding your motives right now. The oracle asks you to be very clear about why you're asking this question, looking for this answer, behaving in this way, and most important, making this choice. Knowing your why is the key to fulfillment. When you are clear about it, your intention will then be a magnet for miracles. Motives define the nature of your experience. When you think about something, feel it, and then act on it. This invisible why is the life force energy within the seed, which brings it to life and holds the potential for growth. Again, that is where this card comes in. That discernment, that going in, looking into what you did, why it worked out the way it did, why your relationships turn out in a certain way. There are patterns that we all live and go through because we need to settle with ourselves first. You really should listen to that earth element. Just for the end of it, if you don't want to go through, look into like the middle. But then, of course, it's always best to listen to the whole thing if you're drawn to it. Because there I do say that you need to look into who you are and what you want and why. And I don't think this card came up, but it was not, it was something similar to it. Oh yeah, it was in the here and now. That's what they got. So you might want to listen to that, if only for the oracle message, just to see if you are connecting with an earth element, sorry, a fire element, then these two oracle messages could just help you to put a cap on things. And with that, I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Until our next read, Earth Element, love and light.